Today we are going to discuss about an important topic is case study on space environment. Because of in this topic it is very relevant to our aerospace engineering students. Basically, lot of students will learn about the theory oriented concept in space mechanics. But in this video will elaborately students will learn about what are the case studies will follow in space environmental conditions. Basically, the environmental means it will be affect the or it will be considered the factors of pressure, temperature, volume, that it is how incorporated into the space environment. So now you have to share the collections of some case studies regarding to the space environment from your point of view.
So first from my side, first we need to know what is space environment. So space environment means the condition present beyond Earth atmosphere. This most likely includes vacuum, microgravity, critical temperature and radiations. Unlike Earth, there is no air for heat transfer. So the satellite structure, mission planning, everything will get collapsed. So we mainly include it's critical to understand the space environment like mission planning, satellite manufacturing, everything and etc.
What is the another point of view in your section?
So as I said, inside Earth, the environment means we have vacuum, air, atmosphere, and everything. But when it comes to space, the Earth have a protective layer which prevents us from the harmful space radiation. But when it comes to space, we have radiation which affects the electronics, mainly electronics and solar panels of the satellite. Mainly these satellites are made of solar panels and electronic items. They are affected by the single unit effect. So based on this satellites gets collapsed, and this to prevent this radiation to get affected from the satellite, we have to use materials like hardened materials and lead-like materials, which prevents the radiation to infiltrate through to the satellite electronic structures.
In space environment, we have two major challenges in there that are the thermal and vacuum challenge. We come to the thermal challenge. The temperature is vary from 150 degree minus 150 degree to 130 degree based on the sunlight. There is in space there is no air, so there is no conduction process is occur. In that place the radiation is only occur, and because of the radiation the surface of the satellite is may affect, so we use the multi-layer insulation blanket and some other stuff to protect that.
Okay, you were said that about the heat transfer mode in space environment like conduction, convection in radiations. Did you refer or did you collect any type of heat transfer from the previous case studies? Or did you know about that? Or any type of case study means any type of a space vehicle will failure to the space?
Yes, sir. In recent launches, PSLV 62 uses cryogenic. Actually, it's a 4-stage rocket. First two stages are normal and it reaches the orbit correctly. When the third stage it comes to reach, the engine get failures. So
what is the reason for that? You have analysis or you have referred any article for that our recent failure condition?
That particular stage vehicle has been out of the orbit.
What is the reason? Why it will be out of the orbit?
because of this
Engines failing, the rocket is controlled to set in the particular orbit with the help of engine. When the engine is failed, the rocket is skipped out of the engine. So that is the main reason. The inertia plays a very crucial role in it. So at the initial stage it goes in a particular direction. That direction is stopped with the help of engines and pressure gas. So when the engine is failed, the planned orbit is not placed by the vehicle.
What is your reason?
my point of view, based on heat transfer, the engine combustion chamber maybe will get any structural damage or any other things.
The coolant might have damaged the compressor chamber.
What is your reason for our recent failure space mission? So the the connection between these already we studied in the classes some peculiarities in space environment. What are the peculiarities in space environment?
low atmosphere, no vacuums.
Yes. And another points of
Pressure difference.
pressure difference,
Temperature difference.
temperature and radiation is everything. So these are the peculiarities to affect the space environment condition. In any other countries, in India, we recently failure in that. In another examples for any other country to failure for in this space mission.
Initial stage in the space industry, mostly most of the vehicles that planned initially has faced this kind of failure due to heat. When the capsule is sent to the space, while crossing the Earth atmosphere, it experiences overheat at the over high temperature. At the same time, when it is returning from the space mission, during that time also it faces high temperature. These gradual failures are the reasons we have now successfully implemented so many space missions. So from these failures, they have learned the effect of high temperature on various materials, and those based on that they validated and they have made particularly like carbon fiber, likewise materials have been used.
If we have to replace any other materials for this, recently lot of innovations will go into replacing the material for avoiding these type of failures. So we have to collect a lot of references to regarding or avoid some type of crash or some type of failure in avoiding in space motion conditions. Okay, thank you.